The Q2 numbers are in, and they tell one of the strangest stories the American EV market has ever seen. A market that is collapsing and booming at the exact same time. The US electric vehicle market is evolving faster than ever. Tax credits are gone. Entire nameplates have been discontinued. Some brands just posted their worst quarter in years, with sales down 50% or more compared to 12 months ago. And yet, somehow, more Americans bought EVs last quarter than in any quarter before it. While Tesla still dominates, several new competitors are quickly climbing the sales charts. And a few of the names near the top of this list might genuinely surprise you. The brands winning right now aren't necessarily the ones with the flashiest press releases. They're the ones with the right price, the right range, and a badge buyers already trust. Here's what Americans are buying most in 2026. Number 7. Honda Prologue. The Honda Prologue has quickly become one of America's best success stories, and the reason is almost embarrassingly simple. It doesn't feel like a science experiment. Buyers walking into a Honda dealership already trust the brand. They already know what a Honda interior feels like, how a Honda drives, and what Honda reliability means over the long run. The Prologue takes that existing trust and simply adds a battery to it, instead of asking buyers to bet on an unfamiliar company with no track record. Starting under $40,000 with up to 308 miles of EPA estimated range, the Prologue gives EV-curious shoppers an easy, low-risk entry point into electric ownership. There's no learning curve, no unfamiliar badge on the hood, no guesswork about resale value or service availability years down the road. Just a comfortable, practical SUV that happens to plug in instead of fill up. Backed by a dealer network that already exists in every corner of the country, from small towns to major metros. Its familiar design, comfortable ride, and practical range made it an easy transition for buyers entering the EV market for the very first time. Standard driver assistance features and a spacious cargo area round out a package that feels less like a leap of faith and more like a natural upgrade. Honda has also bundled complimentary charging packages and home charger options directly into the buying process, so new owners aren't left to figure out the logistics of home charging entirely on their own. That's exactly the customer Honda needed to win over, and right now, it's working better than almost anyone predicted. In a segment where several rivals are trying to convince buyers that going electric is worth the hassle, the Prologue simply removes the hassle altogether. A surprisingly strong debut from Honda. Number 6. Ford Mustang Mach-E. The Ford Mustang Mach-E continues proving that Ford can compete in the electric era, even while carrying an unusual heavy load, with the F-150 Lightning face down and the E-Transit van struggling badly. The Mach-E is essentially Ford's EV standing in meaningful numbers, and it's still finding buyers every single month. Up to 320 miles of range on extended range trims, a 0 to 60 time in the mid 3-second range on the GT model, and a frunk with a built-in drain plug that doubles as a cooler give it real personality in a segment that can feel clinical and interchangeable. Ford has also leaned hard into incentives, pulling effective transaction prices well below sticker to keep the Mach-E competitive against a wave of newer arrivals. Offering sporty performance, modern technology, and everyday practicality, the Mach-E remains one of the vehicles that first proved a legacy American automaker could build something genuinely fun to drive that also happened to be electric. Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving and a massive 15.5-inch center touchscreen keep it feeling current, even as it waits for Ford's next generation of more affordable EVs to arrive on a new platform next year. With multiple trims ranging from the value-focused Select all the way up to the track-tuned Rally, the Mach-E also gives buyers a genuine choice of personality, something a lot of competitors in this price range still can't offer. That flexibility combined with Ford's willingness to discount aggressively to protect volume is exactly why this aging platform keeps outselling newer arrivals. It's still one of America's favorite non-Tesla EVs. Number 5. Rivian R1S. Built for families and adventure seekers alike, the Rivian R1S occupies a lane almost nobody else is seriously competing in. Starting around $84,000, this is not a budget vehicle, and Rivian isn't pretending otherwise. What buyers get inside is nearly 400 miles of range on top configurations, 3 genuine rows of adult usable seating, real off-road capability with adjustable air suspension and multiple drive modes ranging from rally to rock crawl, and a driving experience that feels closer to a luxury adventure vehicle than a traditional 3-row SUV. The interior finishing routinely gets compared favorably to vehicles costing tens of thousands of dollars more, and the tri-motor and quad-motor variants push horsepower figures well into supercar territory. The R1S combines luxury, off-road capability, and impressive performance into one of the most desirable premium electric SUVs on the market. Rivian's overall delivery numbers have been climbing steadily quarter after quarter. And as the smaller and more affordable R2 begins ramping toward production, the R1S continues proving that the premium EVs still have real staying power at the top end of the market, even without any help from federal incentives. A software-defined architecture means the R1S keeps evolving after purchase, with new drive modes, performance tweaks, and feature updates arriving the same way they would on a phone rather than requiring a trip back to the dealership. For buyers who want genuine capability without stepping into a traditional gas-powered luxury SUV, there's simply nothing else quite like it on sale today. Rivian's popularity continues to grow. Number 4. Chevrolet Equinox EV. Affordable pricing and impressive range have helped make the Equinox EV one of the fastest-growing electric vehicles in America. Even after the loss of the federal tax credit reshuffled the entire affordable end of the segment almost overnight. Starting under $35,000 with up to 319 miles of range on front-wheel drive models, Equinox EV still delivers the best range per dollar of nearly any new EV sold in the country. A massive 17.7-inch touchscreen, standard safety and driver assistance features, including automatic emergency braking and lane keep assist, and aggressive manufacturer incentives that can pull the effective price down meaningfully, all combine to keep this SUV squarely within reach of mainstream, budget-conscious buyers. GM trimmed production to match softer demand after the credit disappeared, but the underlying product hasn't lost a step. The value proposition that made the Equinox EV a breakout hit in the first place is still fully intact, and access to more than 20,000 Tesla superchargers through the vehicle's native NACS adapter only strengthens the case. That's exactly why it keeps finding buyers every quarter, tax credit or not. Chevrolet has also been quietly rolling out convenience upgrades trim by trim, from ventilated front seats to available Super Cruise hands-free driving on higher configurations, features that used to be reserved for luxury nameplates. That combination of low cost and rising feature content is a big part of why this SUV keeps holding a spot near the top of the sales charts. It's proving that value still matters. Number 3. Toyota BZ. Toyota's updated BZ has become one of the biggest surprises of 2026, and honestly, one of the more remarkable turnarounds in the entire industry. This is the same company that spent years getting mocked for moving too slowly on EVs while its competitors rushed ahead. Now the BZ delivers up to 314 miles of range, fast charging that can take it from 10 to 80% in around 30 minutes, and a starting price under $35,000 before incentives, with factory discounts and financing offers frequently pulling the effective price down even further into truly mainstream territory. Toyota's reputation for long-term reliability, something the brand has spent decades building with buyers, is translating directly into EV sales in a way few analysts expected this quickly. Improved technology, better range, and Toyota's reputation for reliability have driven strong sales across the country. And this isn't a one-off spike. Toyota's total EV sales have climbed dramatically compared to the year before, and additional electrified models, including a smaller crossover and a 3-row family hauler, are joining the lineup before the end of the year to build on this momentum. An 8-year, 100-mile battery warranty on the electric drive components gives buyers exactly the kind of long-term reassurance Toyota is famous for. And available all-wheel drive with X mode adds genuine confidence in poor weather. For a brand that was once considered years behind on electrification, the BZ now looks like proof the wait actually paid off. One of the fastest rising EVs in America. Number 2. Hyundai Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 5 continues winning over American buyers, and it's doing it the hard way by posting genuine growth in a quarter where most every competitor on this list declined or barely held flat. Its ultra-fast charging, futuristic design, and outstanding efficiency have made it one of the most recommended EVs on the market, and the specs back that reputation up completely. An 800-volt platform delivers 10 to 80% charging in around 18 minutes, among the fastest of any EV sold at any price point. Up to 318 miles of range, a flat-door cabin that feels more spacious than its footprint suggests, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto as standard equipment, and a 10-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty remove most of the hesitation that keeps first-time EV shoppers sitting on the fence. Add a starting price that has dropped to around $35,000 after recent cuts, and you have a package with almost no meaningful weakness left to point to. It's become Tesla's biggest mainstream challenger. Unlike a lot of EVs that have briefly held that title over the past few years, the iconic 5 is actually holding the position instead of just visiting in a quarter before fading back. Native NACS capability means iconic 5 owners also get direct access to Tesla superchargers, closing one of the lasting remaining gaps that used to separate Tesla ownership from everyone else's experience. Between the charging speed, the warranty, and the design, Hyundai has built a car with almost no obvious reason left to say no. It's become Tesla's biggest mainstream challenger. And coming at number 1, Tesla Model Y. The Tesla Model Y remains America's best-selling electric vehicle, and it isn't particularly close. Its combination of practicality, long-range, software, supercharger access, and strong resale value continues to keep it comfortably ahead of everything else on this list, quarter after quarter. Starting under $40,000 with up to 321 miles of range, the Model Y benefits from a charging network of more than 80,000 superchargers worldwide. That dwarfs almost every competitor's. Continuous over-the-air software improvements that make the car better after purchase instead of the moment it depreciates off the lot. And a brand identity so strong that for a lot of first-time buyers, shopping for an EV simply means shopping for a Model Y by default. And Tesla just made that lead even bigger. The new Model YL has officially launched, a stretched 6-seat version with a longer wheelbase, real third-row space, power folding captain's chairs, up to 325 miles of range, and nearly 90 cubic feet of cargo room. Starting at $61,990 and including a full year of self-driving, supercharging, and premium connectivity, it fills the family-size gap left behind since the Model X was discontinued, giving Tesla an answer at both ends of the SUV market at once. Its combination of practicality, long-range, software, supercharger access, and strong resale value continues to keep it comfortably ahead of the competition. And the arrival of the Model YL only widens that gap further. Heading into the back half of the year, it's still the EV every rival is trying to beat. Which one of these would actually get you to trade in your gas car this year? Tell me in the comments, and subscribe if you want next quarter's numbers the moment they drop, because this list is moving fast enough that half of these rankings could flip by then.